right, guys, welcome to our Momentum Tuesday. Can't believe it's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. We've been going like crazy for the last 9 days. So, jumping in, throw in the chat where you guys are jumping in from. Super excited to have you. We have a special guest. And yes, I'm not Skylar Fobbs. I realized on the Momentum Monday email, I'm Gentry Bean. I'm one of the sales directors here. So, I'm helping Skylar out, filling in today. So, I'm excited to be on this call. So, welcome, Bev from North Dakota. Ooh, numbers are jumping. Brentwood, Colorado. Awesome, guys. Good. I love to see these numbers jumping. Okay, well, I'm going to start my share of my screen as we always go through this fun, making sure we're sharing the right screen and getting it into presenter mode. Okay, I think we are good. I think we're good. So, guys, welcome to our Momentum Tuesday live. We have just, well, proper disclosures, obviously make sure everybody's safe. I'm not going to read these, but again, results vary on the work and effort you put in. Guys, Gentry Bean again, one of your US sales directors, super excited to be here to kind of recap what we just had happen over the last few days last week, and even rolling into yesterday. So, guys, our upcoming events, we have our July Activate. So if you're new and you don't know what July Activate is, this is an opportunity for you to get with your team, get with crossline, upline, sideline, downline, get a team together, get in a location and watch and get updates from our corporate staff, from some amazing speakers. We do these twice a year, January and July. I'm giving you updated information on where we're going and what the future plan is with LifeVantage. So make sure you're getting registered for that. It's a free event, but it's a great time to get your team together, do some trainings after, implement the information given, and kind of map out where you're going to go with what's been shared. We just wrapped up Growth Summit as of, well, today it's actually ending. People are on their way home. We had an amazing Growth Summit, one of our largest Growth Summits we've had yet, with some great speakers, great content, but we are in that phase right now. So if you have people on your team that need to get to MC1 and maintain and continue to hitting MC1, this is the opportunity to start getting them there. So we have that in September, the 12th through the 14th. So make sure you're looking in your downline, talking with your team members, asking them what they need to do to close that gap from SC3 to MC1 or even C1 to MC1. It is possible with the amazing things that are coming in LifeVantage. We have our October event coming in Dallas, Texas, our Momentum Academy. We have our early bird ticket pricing going on, so make sure you buy those tickets now. Don't want to miss out on that because, again, more great content, a great experience, and again, those meetings after the meetings. And our guest was telling me today he's been having some conversations with some people and some great things are coming. Great things are happening. People are starting to catch a different vision. They're starting to catch fire again, get excited, and also understand things are starting to click a little bit more. So these meetings are super powerful for your business and for your teams. You want to make sure you have team members with you because when they come, they learn, they grow, they get excited, and it's just a community of great people coming together to help share and drive this vision with LifeVantage further. So those are our upcoming events right now. But we, as the sales team, are going into an activation tour. We want to keep that fire going. We want to share with you, come out, support you from the sales side, and bring some guests with us to be able to help train, teach, talk, and give information about LifeVantage. We want you to bring those guests. We want you to share with your friends, your family. So our sales team is going to be coming out. I can name off a few places right now. We are going to be in Indiana. We are going to be in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, California, New Jersey, Idaho. Those are just some of the ones that we have right now, but please go on to Big Blue, guys. If you're new, use this QR code. This is an opportunity for you to go put your meetings on Big Blue calendar so that not only your team can see it, but other people cross line, sideline, downline. If they have people in their area that meeting's coming or happening at, you guys can let them come and be a part of that and bring some guests. So we want this to be a great opportunity to come out and spend time with you guys, but also do some great training and opportunity meetings for you guys and with your teams. So make sure you're putting those down. Reach out to your sales team, which is myself, Brinley, Kim, Ashlyn, Victor, Skylar. Let us know how we can help support you guys. But we are in our drive era incentive. So what that is, guys, is rank advance bonus. So anybody who enrolls between April and June, if you get to SC1 within your launch period, you are going to double that $150 bonus to earn $300. That's pretty cool. I know that there's a lot of conversations this weekend about this, a lot of talks, people having brainstorming sessions of how to help their team get there. And I know our guest on the call today did a great job talking about the comp plan and how that's possible. So if you have people that are brand new, go in there, have them look in their back office. They're in their launch period, strategize, brainstorm, come up with that game plan of how to get them to SC1 so that they can double down on that advancement bonus. We also, for those who attended Global Convention, if you personally go out and enroll two or more consultants who get to SC1, you get a pair of those sweet shoes. I know Kristen, Julie, a few others on the team had those shoes. They were rocking them this weekend, but just a great opportunity to get something different, mix it up, have some cool shoes, be able to, a conversation piece, so to say, by helping your team. Again, I love what we do at LifeVantage with helping people get to a milestone benchmark or a key mark in their business, but giving them something that they'll remember and they'll never forget because you'll never forget a nice pair of shoes like these. Guys, we did launch where we are going for our 2026 executive destination. Thailand. How cool is that? That is going to be awesome. And this is going to be a trip. Anybody can earn this. Again, obviously, you got to work. You got to put in the effort, the time. Now is the time to go. But what you get with that is you get a 6 day, 5 night hotel stay for two, activities for two, and up to $3,000 towards your airfare to fly to Thailand. Make sure that you're going on the website, you're looking at those details. Again, mapping out what you're doing because, again, it's from April 1st to December 31st. So, right now, obviously, we're at the end of April. So, there's about 8 more months left to make this happen. But with all the good things we have going on, this is a possible thing for anybody in the company. And we have our peach Axio or peach nectarine Axio back live on the site, ready for you guys to buy and get sharing. Now that we have the summer months coming up, it's warming up. This is a great opportunity to buy some of this and sample it out. I know we have a lot of people that will buy it. They'll send a few sticks to some people, let them try it, and then what happens on that next order? They end up buying an Axio flavor. So, a great opportunity for people to get out and share that product and be able to get some good flavors in your hands. I know we had our LTO Tiger's Blood. I'm actually drinking some of that right now. So that's a great one. And then we taste tested a few new ones. Not sure what those results look like, but those will be coming out as far as what those numbers look like. And who knows? We'll let you guys know in the coming months what's about to happen. So, guys, without taking any more time, I'm going to stop my share because, well, hold on, I got to introduce our presidential consultant here, the one and only Tyler Daniels, guys. Super excited to have him on the call with us to really kind of recap what we just witnessed. I mean, this was my second global convention. My first one was my first day here at LifeVantage 18 months ago. And it's hard to believe that 18 months has flown by, but I can honestly say we leveled up. I think we really leveled up with everything we did, and the jam-packed schedule. If you didn't feel that jam-packed schedule, ooh, you might have been in your room asleep because we were going, going, going. And I'm super excited to let Tyler come on, guys, and talk to you guys about a lot of good things that happened, things that he witnessed, things that he was a part of. So, Tyler, without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Don't run off, Gentry. I'm going to ask you to make a commitment to everybody here a little bit later. So, real quickly, you guys, I've been doing this for a little while. I mean, those of you that were there, you heard that I've been doing this for 20 years. I've only missed a couple events in 20 years. It was for some personal family reasons. Um, you know, as you go through the experience of going to events over a long period of time, I think the thing that you notice is that there's periods where the company has a lot of exciting things happening, and then there's the periods where you can kind of tell that it's just kind of being manufactured, and we're just kind of going through the motions and trying to figure some things out. And the hope is that as you go through the emotional roller coaster, or the excitement roller coaster, or the activity roller coaster, that you'll come out on the backside and go through another one of those movements to the high side. And I think all of you guys that were at this event felt that experience. I think you felt from the incredible quality of speakers that we had, the stories that we got to hear from stage. I think you're feeling the impact that this company is starting to make. So all the decisions that have been made over the last 3 or 4 years, with the comp plan, with the collagen announcement, with the MB announcement, with this real commitment to the messaging being about how can this impact your life from so many different ways, whether it's the products, or whether it's the comp plan, or whether it's just being around a whole bunch of new people that inspire you, or build that energy back. I think you guys could feel it if you were at this event. It's one of the reasons that all the big leaders that are out there will tell you, you cannot miss events. Decisions are made at these kind of events. You come there, you find out that it's not just something you heard in a living room, or it's not just something that you saw on a social media post, or it's not just a conversation you had over a phone. This is a really, really big project. I mean, it's something that allows us to know that this is actually a real company. I mean, there's real people here. It's not just me. And so the things that I took away from this is, number one, I think that our corporate team deserves just a huge, huge, huge thank you. Just a really, really huge, just a good job, guys, because I think you guys saw this production that took a lot of effort. I mean, the amount of preparation that goes into one of these things, the weeks and weeks or even months of preparation, the amount of times that they had to submit what they were going to say to go through compliance, and then massage that so that it was coming across exactly how they wanted us to hear it. I think our corporate team is just amazing. I've been doing this a long time, and I say this all the time. It's not just blowing smoke. This is the best corporate team I've seen anywhere in the industry. So thanks, you guys, number one. Thanks to all of you guys for the effort, the sleepless nights, and the time that you spend. All right, so here's the big takeaways that I got. And again, I hope that you hear this coming from the perspective of somebody that's been around for a little while. The thing that I saw is that we have not just something that is a U.S. based success story. It is an international success story. The number of international speakers that came on that stage and talked to us about the impact it's having in their lives and their families was exciting to me. That was one of the things that I took away as going, man, it's just a little bit bigger than maybe some of us realize it is. We're having global reach. We're having international type reach with this company. And it's not just because people are benefiting from products. It's because their prayers, their hopes, the things that they're asking for in life are coming true on a financial side as well. We had international speakers that are talking about moving from country to country to country as they expand their business. I mean, what a great opportunity to come there and listen to the way people think, how this business is changing what their options are, and the choices that they're making. Okay. So I really, really appreciated that. I also really appreciated the level of professionalism. I mean, our speakers were just a notch up. Every speaker was just another level up. And that's an indicator to me of where this company is going. It means that the leadership that may have got the company to where it's at are passing that baton to that next level, that next generation of leaders. And they're willing to take that baton, and they can accept that baton. They're competent, and they're going to lead their teams to be the future of this company. That's exciting for me. It's one of the things that I know, if you study the industry at all, that you start to pay attention to. I mean, is the company ready to go from the place that we're at today and reach that next plateau? Are we ready to go? And the evidence of whether it's ready to go or not is in the quality of leadership that's developing. And so I was pretty excited to see that, you guys. Another thing is, I don't know if you guys went to the recognition. I know sometimes those things get drug out and they get a little long, but here's what I pay attention to in recognition. Are people making rank? Do we have a bunch of people that are showing us that this can still be done? There were 40 brand new EC1s. There were four. I mean, there were so many of them, you guys. I think at some point, everybody in the room was like, man, how many more are there? I mean, it got to the point where you're like, this is crazy. And again, this is evidence, and this is again why you go to these big events. This is evidence of a growing company, of a healthy company, of all of the things that we've been working on for the last 3 or 4 years coming together and creating that little platform or that little foundation for growth. And the evidence is in the fact that 40 brand new people hit EC1. So I'm excited about that, you guys. I'm really, really excited about that. One of the things that we did too, um, this may sound a little strange coming from me, but they said, hey, let's do a comp plan training. We haven't done something like that in a long, long time. We did the training before the main sessions, and so that was a little different. But we spent about an hour and a half on a comp plan training, and what it taught me is the necessity for more of this information. I hope all of you guys that were in that training, or even if you weren't, you kind of heard as people were whispering out in the hallways of what they got from that training. One of the things that we're going to do in Dallas is I'm this is actually why I asked Gentry to stay on the call. Is one of the things I'm asking them to do is give me 2 days. I'm willing to come out and give a little bit more time if you guys want me to. Let the company know if you want me to. But I would like to have a training on the first day's morning and the second day morning, so I can do like a 101 class and then like a 201 class. So we can go through the basics for those people who are just getting started or need that basic information, and then a little bit higher level because we ran out of time. I mean, honestly, we just ran out of time. We didn't have enough time to get into some of the higher level conversations that I wanted to talk about how do you make rank and how does your business have to be structured and what's the benefit of structuring that width versus depth. I want to get into all of that maybe on the second day. So I'm asking them to give me an hour and a half or two before each session, or not each session but each day, and really dive into the details of the comp plan. Because one of the things that I believe is that if you want your life to experience what you heard from the speakers at this event, you have to, in my opinion, understand how to place people in your business, or how to put people in your business, where to work in your business. How do you structure a business? Should all your people be on the front line? Which generally speaking is yes. For those of you guys that are considering moving people around, I'm just going to strongly advise you to keep everybody as close to you as possible. Okay. But I want to talk to you about the impacts of those things. And so I felt like that was a really good addition to the convention. And I hope that you guys would want to have a lot more of that from that point of view. So let me wrap up my little piece here with a couple things that were really important. I learned things in every one of these. Now, I've been doing this a long time. Some people might think if you're doing it 20 years, there's not as much to learn, but there were some really significant things that I learned. Number one is the importance of participating at that, like say leadership. Our leadership meeting was packed. Our leadership meeting was the fullest I've ever seen it. Okay. I learned that if you'll stay the course as you go through the roller coaster of success, or the roller coasters where you're really happy one day and maybe there's some failures the next, if you'll follow that, if you'll hold to the course, you can experience something like having the largest participation that we've had in 5 years at this event. We had more people there than we've had in 5 years. It was exciting. You're starting to see the consistency of this messaging really take hold. I learned that. I also learned something, and this is really what I would really like to impress upon you, is something that I think is a really important lesson for all of us, all the leaders, to take away from this event. As you go through your journey in this industry, as you go through the journey in this business, there's going to be times when you get to be the hero, where you get to have the fastest growing team, or you get to have, the most rank advancements on your team. And every once in a while, I hear this little jealousy creep in from other leaders, where they start to go, I wish you wouldn't say that you're the fastest growing team, or I wish you wouldn't celebrate that your team has got more rank advancement than ours, because I don't know how it makes me feel. And I just took a step back as I started hearing these things and going, why would someone feel that way? Because I'm of the opinion that when someone else is setting the pace, you embrace that, you celebrate that. They're showing you that can be done. I mean, for example, I'm not sure which team had the most rank advancements, but I think it was pretty obvious that Sean and Michelle had a lot of rank advancements. I think it's pretty obvious that Courtney has a really fast growing team. And you got to hear from these people on stage. A lot of the rank advancements from Sean on team. You got to hear from Courtney on stage. I'm celebrating that because I'm looking at these people saying, if they can do it, we can do it. In the past, I've had the largest organization. I may still have that. Great, wonderful. But these other teams are having success today. They're having success right now. And I'm going to celebrate that. I'm going to use that to drive the competitive nature on my team to say, if it can be done, let's go do it. I want to celebrate the speed of their growth. I want to celebrate the rank advancements because, again, it's an example of what's happening in the company today. I would encourage all the leaders, and if you even big or small, to start celebrating and be excited about that. Don't try to run away from that. That's not a negative to you. It's showing you it can be done. I feel like it's kind of like the first time the 4 minute mile got ran. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the rest of the runners going to that person and saying, why are you doing that? Don't run a 4 minute mile. Can you imagine telling the person who is setting the pace not to set the pace? Let's celebrate these things, you guys. Use this to go tell your team it can be done. Use them as an example of what's happening today. So I want to give a big, big shout out to all the people that are having massive, massive success. Great job. Thanks for being who you are. My team, if you're on my team, let's go catch them. If they can do it, we can do it. Let's not let them beat us. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So the biggest thing I learned from this is that as we all mature in this business as leaders, it's time for us to really embrace the community that this company has, embrace this crossover community, the celebration of other success, and just bring it back into our own business. Can I say it like that? I love where this company is at. I think that we're not at the peak, obviously. I think we're just coming out of a period of time where a lot of decisions that were made are allowing us to go climb to the top of the hill. I feel like we're on the roller coaster and it's just going tick, 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 tick to the top. And we're getting ready to have that massive rush coming down the other side, you guys. So with that, I'm just going to tell you, if you're not going to Dallas, you need to be in Dallas. You got to be at Dallas. You've got to be at the events, get on the virtual events, pay attention to the people that are having massive success, that are growing fast, that are rank advancing. Pay attention to all these things. Glean just a little bit from what they're doing. Pay attention to what they're doing. You're going to hear threads if you listen to all the presentations, threads of why people talked about how this can benefit people, not just from a health point of view, but also from the business. I mean, the business is the biggest impact you heard. I mean, these people that are building teams and the excitement of helping others, right? So be in Dallas, be at the virtual events, come to these, be a part of these calls. I mean, I don't even know how many are on here right now. I'll bet you guys wish you had a lot more on these calls. If you're not promoting these calls, you're making a mistake. If you're not promoting people to be on the corporate team calls, you're making a mistake. If you're not on the doctor training calls, you're making a mistake. If you're not part of the comp plan calls, you're making a mistake. Okay, get your team on there. Let the system build your business with you. You don't have to do this by yourself. Okay, you don't have to do this by yourself. The entire point of this business is to create leverage by participating and playing your role. You're on a team. You have to play your position. Okay. So with that, you guys, I guess I'll turn this back over to Gentry and ask him to, will you commit to everybody that we're going to do some more comp plan training? Will you commit that we'll find some space, not on a main stage, but in a casual environment where we can actually elevate people's understanding of the comp plan?
100%. I love it.
Okay,
Watching.
back to you, man.
Thank you, Tyler. Again, love that recap because again, there was so many things, so many nuggets, so many key points that people really need to take. One of the things that Tyler, I do want to ask you before you go, what were your thoughts? Because I was backstage when we had one of our Amish leaders share his video. And hearing the gasp of watching the little mouse go for the cheese, and then all of a sudden you hear the snap, and everybody in the crowd.
I
Ga-
have to tell you a funny story really quick about this, you guys. If you were there, you know what this. I was sitting next to Alyssa, our chief legal counsel, okay, and she's very, very like she cannot stand any kind of animal cruelty at all, and so he played that video, and the mouse was going around the side, and she got sweats, like she's like, how did this pass compliance? I can't believe we're letting this go on the screen. And I've used the video a long, long time ago in one of my presentations. So I knew, so I started kind of laughing. I'll just be patient. She's like, we can't have this kind of stuff. This is going to be offensive. I mean, she was getting like visibly nervous and anxious about that trap. And so then the screen goes black and you hear that thing just snap shut on that mouse. And I swear she stood up and like had to like compose herself. She was not happy that was going on. And so I'm kind of laughing and she's like looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Right? Like, how this isn't funny, Tyler. And then the music, the Rocky music, the dun 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 dun, and he started doing like he was lifting weights and lifting the metal bar from the trap off of him. It was so incredible to watch the emotional transformation of Alyssa, our legal counsel. It was so fun to watch her go through that because I knew everybody in the audience was having the same experience. And I know we feel like that. I mean, in life, you go out and you think this is going to be the one that will change our life, and then that trap snaps shut, and you have to like compose yourself again. And am I going to keep going? Am I going to use this as a learning experience and move forward and get stronger because of this really negative thing that just happened to me? Right? It could not have been better. He's If you guys have a chance at these events, go talk to the Amish people and figure out how they're having such wild success through our company without having all the resources that the rest of us have. They don't use the same resource. They have built such an incredible community with relationship style building, the traditional relationship building, and they're just moving through the ranks, you guys. They're a huge part of our business. So I would say big shout out to him for that. It was one of the most memorable experiences of the entire weekend.
No, I loved it. Again, that was just one portion that really stuck out to me, but there was a lot of conversation. Again, we kept it very simplistic from the speaker standpoint, keeping it around drive, keeping it around momentum, how to do all of that great stuff. And I really, tons of great feedback from how simple it was. And now people are fired up. So, guys, thank you guys for jumping on. Again, like Tyler said, make sure you guys are registered, put it in the books, make sure it's on your calendar because if it's not, you will forget. Life happens, but at least get that ticket now. Get your team buying tickets, get the early bird pricing because you won't want to miss out. And like Tyler said, if we can get some more training from him on that, we will definitely do our best to make that a possibility. So thank you guys so much. Again, I do see some questions in here about the calls. Make sure you're checking your Momentum Tuesday emails or Momentum Monday emails and or in the Facebook groups because a lot of those things are posted there. And if you don't see those there and you're not in the groups, get with your upline and ask how you can get into those groups because that's where a lot of the information comes out. But again, we really appreciate you guys and we're super excited for these coming months and the fire that's about to explode. Guys, with end of month, make sure you're checking those member summary reports as well. Literally tomorrow is the last day of the month, so make sure you guys are in the know of where your team's at, go in those member summary reports and start making some calls, connecting with the team. So thank you guys, and we will see you guys on the next call.